Hi there, everybody. I'm back. My name is Tamid, and today I wanted to give you guys an update on how my messaging app is going. So what I decided to do was essentially niche down and kind of aim towards towards more of a product, more of a solid product by aiming towards an audience. And what I decided to choose is essentially tutors. I was a private tutor myself. I understand the pain points, and that's why I'm bringing to you guys the evolution of MessageAI to Tutorly, the one-on-one tutor-to-parent communication uh, application. So why tutors? Well, it turns out that only 8% of communication between parents or teachers, or parents or tutors as well, are focused on academics. Like 78% of the overwhelming majority is just about logistics. Like when does my class? Are you coming in today? My son has a test on Monday. Can coming on the weekend? Oh, I'm sorry, we have to reschedule. Can we do another day? So honestly, this just means two things. Those stats mean two things. Like the child's academia is not really being prioritized in that manner, right? Like not enough is being really communicated from tutor to the parent, especially because a tutor, a private tutor, does not have the same institutional support that academia has. You don't have grade report cards and all of that, right? So what you end up having is a very upset parent if, especially at the tutor, if the kid is not doing well in class. And also what it also means is that there is a big demand for maybe an application which sort of combines that communication platform with a scheduler. And that's what Tutorly's features will be focused on. We are taking an AI first approach for the logistics because all of these can be automated and LLMs have come a very long way. AI has come a very long way. We're essentially the main focus features will be on applications of AI in making this logistics nightmare an easier to grab, easier to deal with scenario. So we're putting in features such as smart calendar extraction, RSVP tracking, priority highlighting, and so forth. Uh, and essentially, what the goal of this application is deal with that 78% of the bulk messaging so that parents and teachers can communicate about their children more on the academic side. The tutor can provide better feedback on that side, and the focus can be on them, on the children. So without further ado, I'm going to get back right into the application itself. Okay, so just to get into the app itself, you just simply log in. We'll start off by showing some of the basic features of the application, which is essentially what you'd expect from a messaging app, and then we'll dive a bit deeper into the AI features and how we're implementing it to essentially solve a lot of the logistics issues that we mentioned, touched on earlier. So you see the UI right here. We're going through a major. I'm gonna put in a major rehaul overnight. Essentially, it still says from the old release, says friends and so forth. We're planning on changing it to from like to more of a different UI for tutors with a different UI for parents, but that'll be for the final submission. So as you can see here, there's essentially chats, there's schedules, there's tasks, and there's profile itself. You're able to choose your time zone, your email information, and so forth, and your display name, and you're able to upload a photo if you really need to. In the task, if you have lessons or if you assign tasks for students, it'll show up here for students. And in the schedule, you'll see tutoring session and so forth, right? And you have a little calendar up front as well. So for the messaging app itself, let's give it a try here. Hey Brian, how is it going, man? So it just essentially basic texting on this side. So let me reply back to myself. Hey, going great. So now would be a good time to show off some of the AI scheduling. Hey, so let's schedule a physics lesson, for next week. Next week, let's say Wednesday. Thinking around 5 p.m. So it should parse this. We're using GPT-4o Mini for the tool portion, essentially for populating the tool portion. And let's see what it says here. So now we can go back to the schedule, and right here it's essentially, there we go. What is it? Which one was it? Wednesday 4 p.m. Wednesday 4 p.m. I think my time it's set to Brand's time, which I believe is 3 hours later. So that's why it was a bit of an issue here. But yeah, I guess need to put in the logic a bit better if there's two different time zones. Let me see if I can change Brand's time zone. Yeah, it's set to LA. So let me change it back to New York for him. So now me and Brand are in the same time zone. And yeah, so the reason why I want to set time zones is because a lot of people do tutoring essentially remote, and we want to make sure that that situation is covered for them as well. Hey, also, let's do a math lesson for next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, 5 p.m. UTC, which is probably different for us, right? So let's see if it's here. Yeah, now that I've changed it over, it's now changed it's to match the time zones equally. It's now presenting it as 6 p.m. So that's great. So now let's try to essentially try some of the other stuff out. So let's go here to Brand, say, or what's the next one we should do? Okay, let's assign a class. Hey, don't forget, you have a deadline for your math homework next Friday. Okay, that's a bit of a little bug there. Oh no, it's just the older messages, so this should be fine. Here we go. Hey, don't forget you have a deadline for math homework next Friday. I need to fix the scrolling a bit, I guess. I guess it scrolled to the top and it was loading these messages. But yeah, so we need to essentially. Oh yeah, there we go. So now this has been added to Brand's task list, so I won't be able to see it. Maybe I'll attach a little. I'll probably just attach a little screenshot of from Brand's perspective to the video as well somewhere. And yeah, so this is how you can set out tasks. And the final thing I want to show off here is the conflict resolution. So let's go here, messaging. Let's do conflict. Actually, for conflict, I think we need to talk to another. So physics tutoring. Let's say this was at 12 p.m. 12 to 1 on October 30th. So next Thursday, 12. So let's go to this guy, Annie, girl. Hey, let's set a science lesson for next Thursday at 12 p.m. So there we go. It should set up a little thing here, and you can choose a different time essentially on that side. And yeah, it basically detects the conflict, and it should be able to change it up for you instead. So it should still schedule it in, but it shows up as a conflict. There we go. It shows up as a conflict here. And then you're able to, if you need be, like here, it shows up here in the calendar as a conflict as well, so you can look into that date. But you can essentially decline it, or decline it, or even cancel the session, and that should ease up the conflict. So I still have to do quite a bit of work in terms of getting the UI to be smoothened out a bit. I was using background agents a lot for this, and it works up until 2 or 3. I tried to use 5 this time, and didn't work that well. But yeah, so for the final, also I do have priority requests done. I don't know, like essentially for the feature, the priority request is done. Let me make sure it is. Yeah, priority highlighting is done, and it's on essentially it sends you a push notification if you have something urgent coming up within 24 hours. But next thing I need to do essentially is my decision summarization, which I don't have yet. And I have some elements of the proactive assistance. Basically, it gives you nudges and gives you push notifications. And these are the current features it has. But yeah, I need to essentially expand on that before I show it off. So I'll probably add that to the final submission. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my little demo, and thank you very much.